A lot of good matchups this week, honestly. Starting off Thursday Night Football, short week. I do not think that works in the Seahawks' favor in any way, shape, or form against the Cowboys. Cowboys are 8.5-point favorites. I think Geno Smith is like officially good and healthy at
I
this
mean, I
point.
think so. Does he look good? No, but
Right.
he's playing.
So I don't quite know where we're at in that front. I like Dallas to win. I like them to cover, but I am not adding them into my best bets this time around.
Agreed. Same. I think Dallas takes care of business, but probably covers. But
They're
because
finally
of
playing a good team, and so I don't know about the whole coverage thing. I've
yeah,
been hammering the Dallas spreads the past 3 weeks. First time I'm taking a break in a minute. Colts at Titans, AFC South matchup. Colts are in the playoff hunt. Um, Titans are getting 2.5 points at home dogs. I like the Titans to win this one, honestly. I like them to
so
cover at the very least.
so do I. Do
All
we
right,
like it or
Mark.
do we love it?
I don't love it. I do
I don't
not
love
love
it
it.
either. I don't love it either. But
All right, Mark.
I
But
do
one you
like it.
might love, one that you're at least going to have to
Mm.
entertain. The Denver Broncos are getting 3.5 points at Houston, who's coming off of a very close loss. The Broncos are going for 6 straight wins, playing some of the best football that they have in a long time. What say you, Mark?
I like the Broncos to cover in my best bets. Motherfucker.
Ooh.
Yeah, drag that sucker over there. I know in the ticker, John. If this works, we
This
have to take it. We have
this
to take it
breaks
out of
the
the
ticker
ticker.
curse. Yeah.
If it fails, we have to add it twice.
I think that's only fair.
So
I
I'm
think
doing
that
it. I'm doing it. This is like I'm going against everything that past Mark said to do and past John told past Mark to do.
and past John would be very upset, but current John's pretty in support of it. I kind of want to see what happens here.
Present Mark feels good about it. And
Present
hey,
Present John's in support of it. Let's see
this
what
is
happens.
truly testing how hot I am picking because if I'm right on this too, even going against past Mark, because listen, past Mark, a huge part of why I've gotten hot is because I stopped listening to past Mark and started looking to current Mark, and now I'm breaking past Mark's rules.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I think they
Might
cover. I think
might
they
be
cover.
brand new Mark.
I think C.J. Stroud gets overwhelmed a little bit. I think Russell Wilson goes in there. Broncos defense plays well. I think they cover. I don't know if
It's
they
a good
win. I think
it's a good matchup regardless. For in the Broncos' favor too, I would say.
huge game for Houston.
Yeah, got to stay afloat here, man. I mean, the whole hype train's riding on your shoulders. You got to keep it going. Do the Chargers finally win one, Mark? Chargers are favored by 6 points. I don't like them to cover that based off of what I've seen the past 3 weeks, but I do like Chargers to win at the very least.
I kind of feel like the Chargers do cover it. The Patriots blow ass, dude.
They're not good, but
Oh my God,
they can
DJ
play
Moore.
defense.
DJ Moore to the 15-yard line.
Yep,
To the 10. Oh my God, the Bears. Come on.
They're in
Kick a
field
game
goal
winner.
range. Yeah,
For sure they are. Kick this thing and win this thing. Dude, Justin Fields, by the way, John, I'm going to just say it. I think they should keep him.
he's a good quarterback.
I think they
I've been
should keep
saying
him.
it.
I think they should keep him. I'd rather have him, I think, than a rookie quarterback that you don't know. And like he's proven to me
Dude,
with
he's
the
a
right
good
coach, with
quarterback.
the right pieces around him. So we can recap this game real quick. Well, we'll wait. We'll wait and see if
No, we'll
they
wait. We'll
finish
see,
it.
yeah.
We'll wait and see if they finish
All
it.
right, Lions at Saints. Saints are getting 4 points. I'm not touching this one from a best bets, but I like the Lions to win this. I think it's a game you. By the way, they win this one and they beat Denver in a few weeks. They would sweep both of their divisional schedules. They'd sweep the entire NFC South and they'd sweep the entire AFC West, which is kind of cool. Neither of those things have happened yet, so don't want to jinx it. But I think the Lions revenge game, former staffers. I think they know how to beat this team. I think Lattimore being hurt is massive.
Is he for sure not playing?
He's on IR, so yes, he's not going to be back for another 3 weeks at minimum.
And Michael Thomas is still out.
Michael Thomas is still out. They
And
have done a
Jameis is starting.
no. I think Carr's
Is
back,
Carr
but
back?
he's been doing a horrible job of managing any sort of pressure. If I'm Aaron Glenn here, I'm blitzing a lot more frequently because Carr's been immobile and making horrible mistakes in the face of pressure. I will say this: Alex Anzalone is out. I know that only matters to Lions fans who are Anzalone believers. I am one of them, but I do think that matters. He is a leader on defense, and defense has not been very great lately, as we know. So
I think it might. I think it would allow us to at least see how Jack Campbell does more in like the true position that Jack Campbell's supposed to be playing, which is the one that Anzalone currently plays. I think we'll see like he'll be maybe more comfortable replacing Anzalone rather than being more off the ball. So I don't know. Maybe he'll do better there. I will take the Lions to win as well, but I'm not putting in my best bets because their defense is atrocious and because I could see Derek Carr picking us apart.
I got concerned. I don't know about Derek Carr picking us apart.
If he picks us apart, we fire Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, probably should. Frankly, I put it this way: I think if you can't scheme up a good defensive game plan against your former team that still has the same offensive coordinator whose habits you know very well, that's a huge red flag, right? Am I crazy in saying that? Like you should know how to scheme against the offensive coordinator you saw in practice for like 4 years, right?
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay, cool. Especially with a timid quarterback.
Oh my God, he missed the field goal.
No way.
Wait, no, that was earlier.
Okay.
Wait, no. Okay,
You're
that threw me off. That threw me off.
You're
Holy shit! False alarm! They showed the replay. I looked down, John. I have it on my phone underneath.
And
so
I'm looking at replay.
I'm looking at you, and I look down, and I see a missed field goal. And that's all I see. The score's not on the bottom. Anything. I just see a missed field goal. I'm like, oh my God. Holy shit! Minor heart attack. Glad we're live.
Right.
Holy shit! He's lining it up right now.
Okay.
Let's watch this. Let's recap this game and let's get back into our Steelers Cardinals pick.
Yeah, sounds good. You're a little bit ahead of me, but that's okay.
Do you want me to say what happens?
Yeah, just go ahead. I mean,
he made it.
Made it.
Bears. 10 seconds left to take a lead.
Let's go Bears.
Bear down.
They had to feel like the Lions
felt good about
was haunting them with how this game is going. This was like a repeat of that game, except the Bears actually win it.
This is huge for the Lions.
Massive.
Because that pretty much kills the Vikings. I mean,
so the magic number is 5. Any number of 5 between Lions wins and Vikings losses is Lions win the division. So that's 1 Vikings loss so far. So we need either 2 more Vikings losses or 2 more Lions wins, basically.
That's big for the Bears. Shout out to the Bears. Bear down.
All right. Cardinals at Steelers. Steelers are 5.5-point favorites. I like the Steelers to win here. And honestly, 400 yards total offense last week. I might like them to cover.
They got out of Canada and they're back to America.
And just as a show of support.
Woo! Look at this.
Might be a pick I regret, but I'm not sure, man. I kind of like Steelers at home. Terrible towels flying. Cardinals aren't used to seeing this team super often. I like it.
I like it too, but I'm not putting in my best bets.
For sure. Falcons at Jets. If Jets lose this one, they are dead, period. There's no playoff hopes alive. They're done.
Is it weird that I like the Jets?
I don't think so. I mean, getting 3, too.
Anytime John looks at me and tilts his head.
What are you doing? What are you thinking?
I mean, I put in my best bets last week, and they murked me, and that was my only loss.
Yeah, but
I can't do it. Dude. Tim Boyle's terrible.
Tim Boyle. I would not be betting on Tim Boyle's success. That's for sure. All right, Dolphins at Commanders. The under/over I would note is 50.5. That is massive. Commanders are getting 9.5 points. I don't know what to do about this
Dude,
one,
this fumble
honestly.
Rooski play that the Vikings are running is just hilarious. They've thrown it forward like 3 times. It's just like a joke. All right, back to reality here.
I like the Dolphins to win, and I think I like them to cover, but not best bets level of confidence here.
I kind of think Washington covers 9.5. Little shootout type of game, perhaps.
It's definitely a little shootouty. I'm getting shootout vibes for sure.
We haven't seen as
Nothing.
many shootouts this year,
Yeah.
but I feel like this has shootout writ. Look at the 50.5 over under.
That's massive.
Yeah.
That's implying shootout. If anything, implies shootout. Panthers at Tampa. I think Tampa destroys this team, even though they're not that good either.
Is Baker healthy? I know Baker had some issues this week.
I think he's healthy. Questioning that, I don't think I'm going to add in my best bets.
But what about your like, hey, coach just fired.
Good point. Good point.
You've been riding that this year, and it's gotten you some wins in this best bet battle.
That is true, except in this case,
and you know who's stepping into basically lead them, right?
Who?
Your good old friend, Jim Caldwell.
No, he's still in an assistant role. I think the special teams coordinator is the head coach. Here's the thing with that take though. It's always if like the coach, like without a doubt, sucks, deserves to get fired, right? Like if Brandon Staley gets fired next week, I expect the Chargers to win that game. I really don't back the Frank Reich firing. I don't think that was a good move, and so I'm not entirely sure about what that's actually going to do for the Panthers' morale, because he wasn't necessarily the problem. So I'm not going to apply that rule this time around. Like you're firing a Josh McDaniels, you're firing a Matt Patricia. Yeah, no, you take that every time. But this, I'm not sure. I think this is more disheartening than anything. Half the coaching staff goes with them too, that's rare. I mean, that's pretty crazy. All right, Browns with, again, missing Deshaun Watson, probably missing Dorian Thompson-Robinson. I don't know what his official injury was. It looked like a concussion.
He was bleeding out of his mouth. So I don't know. That's never great.
Never.
Also, it was a bullshit call. It was not roughing the passer, and it was not targeting.
It wasn't. It was
a
big
getting
hit.
So damn soft. I mean, yeah, it's just a big hit. That's part of a physical sport that we play. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so sick and tired of every time there's a big hit, gotta throw the laundry, gotta do it, gotta protect the players.
Right. Yeah.
Like, we're not playing soccer.
I like the Rams here, and I like the Rams to cover, I think. I mean, their playoff hopes are as alive as anybody's. I do think Matt Stafford might throw 3 interceptions this game against that Browns defense, but that's
lock that in. Lock that in. If I could put that in the best bets, I'd put it. Over
I'll let
Stafford's picks.
I'll let you.
What's 3 picks is crazy. It's probably set at 1.5. I feel like this breaks our whole best bet rules all season.
I can't pull up the line fast enough either, so we'll leave it for now.
Wasn't meant to be. But yeah, if you like player moves, I would do that. I think the Browns cover, maybe even win. So I don't trust Stafford against a defense like that.
All right, we got San Fran at Philly, NFC Championship
rematch,
revenge game rematch.
This is a double revenge game, though, John. So normally I'd be all over San Francisco because they want the revenge because they got totally screwed over getting all their quarterbacks hurt in the first half of the game and literally had Christian McCaffrey taking snaps at quarterback. But the Eagles had to hear about that and had that win, with an asterisk next to it for the last year. And so they also are pissed off and want to prove that they were the rightful team to win that game. So this is double revenge. They both basically want to prove the point of we run the NFC.
And I got to be honest, man. I think the Eagles have the better matchup situation.
I kind of agree.
I think you throw a lot of pressure in Brock Purdy's face. I don't know how well he gets it done. And so
I kind of agree.
Oof. I like Eagles here. and they're getting 2.5 at home.
I know.
I mean, really? Dude, I might have to add
I
this to my
mean,
best bets. I don't know. This is tough.
I also
I'll
could
take the over.
see.
I'm going to add the over.
That's fair. That's a fair. Uh I I don't know, man. I'm torn because I kind of want to put. I kind of want to put the 49ers in my best bets, but I can't go against the Eagles right now. I've just seen too much good out of them, and I cannot go against Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
He's
They've
a
been playing some
dog.
damn good football lately, for real.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from this one. But what I am going to go is I'm going to go back up to the Chargers Pats game because I've had my eye on it for the last 5 minutes and I haven't said anything. Give me the under in that game.
Okay.
I don't think the Patriots will score, like, at all.
Will score, period.
Like, I don't. I mean, they might score 6 points. I think.
What if
I
they
think
put
the
up
Chargers
like a
score.
50 burger and then Brandon Staley gets left behind on the East Coast?
That's where he belongs. Him and Bill both get fired. What if they both get fired because these teams tie? In like a 3-3 game. Just fire them both. This is terrible.
Casey at Green Bay.
Legendary uniform matchup here.
This is about to be. I want yellow from both teams. I want yellow pants from both teams.
No, shut up. That's too much yellow, dude.
I want this to be the McDonald's special.
No.
No. In all seriousness, man, with the way I don't know, like, how are we feeling about Jordan Love at this point in the season? Because I don't know if last week was a fluke, and that does scare me.
It wasn't a fluke.
I think
He's a franchise quarter. He's a franchise quarterback. They're getting momentum at the right time. Problem is, he went against the Lions defense.
And Casey's defense is
really good and really good at creating turnovers, creating pressures, and Mahomes is starting to click with some of these guys at the right time. Give me the Chiefs' best bet.
Okay. Before you do that, I want to note that MVS and Hardman are both injured.
Doesn't matter. Both those guys can't catch a ball. And in fact, that makes me want to do it more.
Okay. Noted.
Give me more Sky Moore. Give me more Kadarius Toney. Give me more Rashid Rice. Give me way more touches for Kelsey.
Toney might be hurt too, but I'd agree.
Whatever. He also can't catch. Give me the guys that can catch the ball. Give me Watson. Give me Kelsey. Give me Sky Moore. Book it.
And then Monday Night Football, Bengals at Jags, favorited by 8 points. If it was 7, I would be adding Jags to my best bets right now. I don't know about 8 because Bengals defense is still playing pretty good. So I'm not going to touch it. I got Steelers and
it's a good cat matchup.
It is a good cat matchup.
We should just scratch this game and let a Jaguar wrestle a Tiger.
That sounds great. I'm a big fan of that.
Tiger would kill him.
Think so?
You know, tigers are the biggest cats.
Bigger than lions?
Oh yeah.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Learn something new every day. Fun facts here on the Practice Squad Pod.
Fun facts. And then bye weeks, of course, we got Baltimore, Bills, Chicago, Raiders, Vikings, Giants, and Frank Reich.
A lot of buys. Let's recap our best bets because I feel pretty good again. I got 3. John's got 2, but I have in my best bets. I've got the Broncos. Okay, plus 3.5 going into Houston. I've got the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football to cover 6.5 against the Packers, and I got the Patriots Chargers game to go under 40.5, and I'm riding with that confident.
And then my recap, I got Steelers minus 5.5 at home against the Cardinals. I think the Matt Canada firing is lending well to the Steelers' offensive efficiency. And I got the San Francisco Eagles game going over 46.5 points because I think that both those teams have a lot to prove and it should be a pretty fun game to watch. So that is the episode. That's our best bets. little bit longer today, but man, there's a lot of good football to cover.